is Auburn.
No, I'm saying that's a good word.
I mean, it's Auburn.
That's crazy.
All right, well, it's not even PA the winners finals here. We got
Philly win.
We got Philly versus
Whenever
Delaware.
MPG is sitting against an out-of-region threat, like I'm Philly wear to the max.
No.
Anyways,
The
winners
MPG
finals.
for so long did not claim Philly. I don't want to hear this. Like,
I'm
I
claiming
remember
him.
coming back from pandemic days, and MPG was like, "I'm Delaware," and then all of a sudden, for convenience, he would be number one. He would be claiming Philly when he's number one.
I remember that LMBM crew battle, bro. We didn't forget.
We didn't.
We
I didn't forget.
But anyways, I mean, if there's any player in this region who fares well against Zomba, it's definitely going to be MPG. I think it's actually positive on Zomba at this point, or at least close.
I know that they had 2 games, I believe, at an upstate New York tournament once.
Flip it 2, I think it was.
Yeah, and I think Zomba just like didn't want to play anymore and just kind of quit out of the set. And honestly, I don't blame him, right? I mean, Mega Man can be a very annoying character, but Zomba definitely holding like stage pretty well at this point, and now it is all MPG. And we were talking about this a little bit earlier. What Mega Man does really well is combo those big bodies, but it seems like Zomba has a lot of control right now, and it's MPG who's chasing the KO.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
He chased it all right.
There you go. And the thing, and we mentioned earlier, man, Mega Man in the lead is definitely one of the best characters in the game, right? Being able to keep your opponent back at an arm's length there with all your bag of tricks. I mean, nice rotor on there. I mean, if there's one thing that also Zomba's really good at too, is actually catching his opponents out in the air. So while MPG is really good at using that eject, using rush to jump back and forth, in the air with the air camping, if you will, with the pellets, with the metal blades, with the leaf shields. There's one character who can call you out for it, who can catch you and take your stocks for it, it's going to be Zomba. So MPG definitely has to be careful when he's sitting out there, doing all his MPG shenanigans.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, at this point, right, with MPG's play style too, it's really hard for Zomba to find an opening to get all of his damage in when MPG has what I'd like to call Zoner's Paradise Pokemon Stadium 2, where the stage is so big, and once he gets the lead, he can play to however strength he wants to, forcing Zomba to be the one that chases. But I don't know, Momo, if you were really kind of like watching TV at this time. Do you remember a show called Legends of the Hidden Temple? Okay.
Before my time,
Bryce?
unfortunately.
Legends of the Hidden Temple? Anybody in chat? No? Nickelodeon?
She's making it up.
No, I'm not. It was
She's
during the days of Nickelodeon, where it was like all like little reality competitions, so like Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple. It feels like MPG has set up every trick and trap in the temple, and now Zomba has to figure out a way to go in and out. I cannot believe no one.
Here's a reference I get actually. Playing against MPG against his wall projectiles, it's like being on the show Hole in the Wall.
Okay, so like Legends in the Hidden Temple and Double Dare were like the blueprints of shows like that to come in the future. Also, the
Hole in the Wall is fire,
show.
by the way. Shout out to Hole in the Wall.
You and I would not do well on that show, Momo.
Yo, why'd you say that?
MPG takes game 1.
Why did you say that?
Bro, I'm just.
It's a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and honestly, MPG finding game number 1 here. I can't believe you guys have never heard of, like, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
She said that.
Or, first of all, you and I bring that up a lot. So, let's be real.
On commentary, though?
Bro, Weight Watchers block is so funny.
Yo,
it was
I'm not
so
gonna lie.
funny.
Before we had fun fact, before we had our block at Rise and Grind, that took a picture of us. Some burner account in my reply saying, "Yo, I can't wait to tune into the Weight Watchers block." That is the funniest diss I've ever seen.
Absolutely. But Zomba doing what Zomba knows best and closing the gap, going on over into a smaller stage, and that's going to be working out for him pretty well so far. Definitely looking a lot more in his favor in terms of just the neutral momentum here. I love the forward, just the F-tilt there, and the rotor arms. Going to be it for stock 1. And that's the thing, right? MPG playing like your tried and true zoner, and he does a really good job of like turning on the gas and recognizing, you know what, like, I'm going to start playing a little bit more aggressive. But when Zomba gets his hands on you, you take a lot of damage. And I think that's what people struggle with when playing the guy.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Definitely going to be the fact that Zomba's not really wanting to play against the wall of projectiles coming his way. Saying, okay, we're taking this back to a smaller stage. I'm definitely just going to eliminate all the space you have put out here and forcing the more close quarters combat game. And if I'm R.O.B in the lead, there's not really much you can do. I mean, yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage. Like, that's more rage on my character. And forcing you into these awkward corners and again. I mean, Zomba's doing a fantastic job of catching and be trying to jump in and find more damage. And at 126, MPG just trying to fight his way back. We mentioned this earlier. Mega Man fighting an uphill battle is definitely the place where he struggles the most.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it is going to be MPG who's struggling to get this KO, and this goes to show Zomba's patience and my favorite word on Smash commentary, discipline. Staying disciplined and recognize, you know what, he got a lot of extra credit on this second stock before going down on the first. And the more often that you just stay grounded, you just feel a little bit better. There's the forward air, though. Zomba going to try and get something here until the up air falls out, though. Definitely wasn't going to be enough to KO. And now MPG trying to stack up all this damage. We've seen Zomba go for this, like, out of neutral down air a lot, and I really like it because it can keep your opponent a little bit of hit stun. So it's definitely not the worst option in the world.
Fading back here with the leaf shield, keeping the pressure on the shield regardless. MPG looking to take a step back here. Using those pellets really, really well. Trying to catch a jump in there with the up air. Zomba looking to honestly getting a little aggressive here. Trying to find the stock here as soon as he can. There's no one sit here on even stocks with max rage here on this Mega Man. He's doing a again, like air camping, as we mentioned.
Air camping!
He's air camping! Now,
we love air camping.
You want to explain to the people at home what air camping is?
It's when you hang out in the air too long. So, your very traditional camping is kind of like sitting on the ledge and like throwing projectiles, right? But for characters like Mega Man, even Meta Knight too, when you just hang out in the sky and you just kind of are like, you know, jumping around, that's what here in Philly we like to call air camping. We also do have what Zamir has coined fat camping.
Fat camping.
By K Rule. And MPG's just gonna like take us into game number 3 here. We'll be 1-1. But yeah, we have air camping, we have fat camping. Fat camping is just really funny because it's just K Rule Nair. Just when you throw K Rule Nair at somebody, you're fat camping. I think that's really funny.
That's a good one.
Things we can't say outside of Philly.
I will
get
say
upset.
In chat, they're saying Zomba is PGR camping right now.
PGR camping? Who said that?
Cherry.
Lumi rank camping is crazy. That's
Hey
funny.
Bryce, can you like signal to Moose or Bonk that we need water?
Wow.
Look behind you.
Nightmare.
No way.
Nightmare.
Oh, I thought it was ice
Nightmare.
on deck. Oh, we got it. We got
I'm
water.
taking the colder one. No, I'm kidding. Do you want it?
I don't care. Give me the room temperature one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love this song. Anyway, going back to Pokemon Stadium 2, definitely what we expected, right? Like, we talked about the Zoner's Paradise, and this is definitely it. I want to see how Zomba is going to be able to handle it a little bit better. All hits at that up air also just connected, though. Not my favorite here, but...
We are going to be camping this game. Any strivers in chat, bro, we're going to be seeing a lot of that negative penalty because MPG is not going to any strivers, bro.
I feel like that's like a motivational term. Like some
striving
like,
for your best.
Some like motivational speakers like join the hashtag I'm a striver, and it's like working towards your goal. They definitely like made you watch a motivational speaker in high school.
It's like, I'm a striver, and they're just some unemployed Guilty Gear player.
Yeah, no, you don't. After the recent Twitter stuff, you definitely do not want to be a striver. Bryce knows what I'm talking about.
I have no clue what you guys are talking
I
about.
will explain to you after commentary.
Thank
but anyways.
you. Ooh, no tech though is going to lead us into going into the blast zone there. Zomba taking first stock here. I love this song so much.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Scarlet and Violet got way too much flack for what it was. The soundtrack was bumping. Anyway, good stuff from Zomba starting out. I think Zomba has kind of cracked the code on MPG's air camping.
Oh, yeah. Definitely doing really good job. Again, staying so grounded and forcing MPG to like, back up against the wall. When you can't, when you're throwing a wall projectile at all time, when your opponent doesn't have to approach that, it's so much because now you have to encroach with that. You have to approach your opponent, find more, and then take the stocks. And then taking the stocks with, as Mega Man, when you're forced to approach your opponent, it's definitely so much harder. You have to either find set up on shield or whatever. But if your opponent's definitely always taking a step back and not playing into your hands, it makes it that much harder to play your game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, see how Zomba is going to be able to hold lead here, but got to talk about it. MPG finally going to be able to find this back air and even it back up. And now it is, I always just feel like whenever anybody plays MPG, it's so cat and mouse. It's like, man, stop running away from me. Like, let me just like hit you with a couple of normals. But now it is all Zomba trying to get the ledge trap set up. A good catch by MPG, going to foil the plan there. And now it's all Zomba. I think what's really nice about Zomba is that he really understands that he just has to take the tick damage that MPG is bringing to the set with the lemons and all that. And it's just a part of fighting Mega Man, and he does give the respect to MPG in that way.
100%, definitely. That's the big thing. When you're fighting against Mega Man, it's very easy to say, like, oh, I'll just run at him. Second projectile.
I'll just run at him.
No, you can't. That's not how it works, buddy. You have to respect this character, and Zomba doing that fantastically. Of course, MBG just throwing out the entire kitchen sink at the span right now. Here comes the Leaf Shield, the Metal Blade throwing right up, but actually Zomba catching out of 10. Again, respecting the options this character has, and just playing his stride. 151% coming out, almost matching this Mega Man. Zomba looking at the stock here. Just barely not finding just yet a ledge. The Nair, still not going to do it. MPG's been hanging on for dear life here, but Looking Stock might just come to an end very soon.
You got to, right? You just have to hang on for dear life, Momo. Like, you have to, you're at 166. Anything from R.O.B will do it. A grab will do it. A Nair even will do it. And speaking of the grab, there's that up throw and there's that stock. And now, if you're MPG, you gotta just approach. And that's hard because now Zomba gets to kind of sit back in his chair and on his throne and say, you know what, sure, you come to me now, but I have an answer for it, right? He's chasing MPG with the up airs. He uses the Nair so aggressively that MPG has already bled out 63 on this last stock here in game number 3, going for the up smash, not going to be able to hit it. And now MPG still going to be fighting, but still Zomba looking so strong, and this player has grown quite literally over the years, and now he puts up just such this amazing fight.
And now, goes it out here, 110, and BG is trying to fight his way. Again, it's so hard because you can't really force Zomba to do anything right now. You just have to find those errant hits whenever he'll give it to me, but you know, Zomba's not going to give it to you very easily, so you have to wait for that opportunity to open up at 151. So, you know, finally going to get back in the corner. MPG just struggling so much to find an opening right now.
This is what MPG did to Zomba game 1. Say, you know what, I'm going to back up and throw my stuff at you, and now Zomba's like, wait, I can actually do that even a little bit better than you. So now Zomba kind of gets to like throw out lasers, but still it will be MPG closing the quarters, finding the stock. 149 though, it's definitely not impossible. There's the tech though that we've been asking for all night from our players.
Now we claim him when he techs.
Oh, do we claim him when he gets hit by the down air?
Never mind.
No, we don't claim him
Delaware's
anymore?
strongest. There you go.
Is he even ranked this season in Delaware?
I don't know. I know for a fact, though, he's ranked #1 in Philly this season.
Who?
MBG, probably.
He's back?
No, he's probably, I mean, the last, like, he
wait,
qualified.
He qualified, but is he, like, entering a lot?
I know,
guess he
told me
qualified.
this is the last event of the season. That's what he told me.
Oh.
He definitely qualified, so he's probably going to
And it's recharge 200, so it matters a lot here.
Yeah, here we go. Zomba on up 2-1, one game away from going to win the grand final of the event of his career, of course.
Forget winning Genesis this year.
Who?
Bro is about to win Recharge.
Genesis X is one thing. Recharge X 200? Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yo, Bro is looking too strong right now. The Crash Bomb
Sonic's
is going
who?
up a stock. Yo, I love how everyone loves Sonics now. Earlier before, I felt like Sonics went through like a debuzz arc, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
If you were around for Smash 4, like so many people just did not like to buzz. They wanted the other 2 competitors in the top 3 to constantly just make it. And now everyone loves to buzz, and I feel like it's the same way with Sonics now. Everyone loves Sonics. I mean, he's such a talented player, but I feel like on the flip side of that, I feel like still a lot of people don't like Zomba, and I think it takes to actually getting to know him to realize that the internet personality is just such a farce.
Twitter isn't real.
Sal is such a nice guy. I'm so glad he's like grown up to be this like great player and a great person too. He's always been a pleasure to talk to. So we'll see how exactly this is going to go, as once again, I mean, Zomba sitting back in the throne saying, you know what, you can come to me when I feel like it. Oh, beautiful transfer.
There you go. Yeah, actually taking the crash bomb right off of him and putting it right back to MPG. The Metal Blade, not going to find that just yet. And again, like you mentioned earlier, Ray, recognizing like, okay, I don't have as many projectiles as Mega Man, but I have gyro and I have lasers. Those are the only 2 things that really matter. He just footstooled them. That's absolutely hilarious. Up 3 stocks to 1. You know the vibes. But yeah, Zomba completely recognizing, okay, you may have 14 million projectiles. I only have 2, gyro and laser. That's all I need. He's looking to just throw it all the way to the end here.
Ooh,
oh my
okay,
god, yo,
the
hold
down
on.
air. I'm telling you, man, that's been something new coming up from Zomba too. Finding these down airs just to like keep your opponent in a little bit of hit stun. But it's not over for MPG. Definitely getting lined up here. Zomba barely going to grab the ledge in time. And now Zomba finds the forward air. Great tech by MPG. Has the gyro out, and look at MPG saying, you know what, I want no part of it. I'm not going to try and fight my way through it. I have the projectiles to do that for me. Let my spacing do it all. Up air into the back air. Now Zomba kind of in a tricky situation, but finds the gyro and the laser to force MPG to the other side of the stage. And now he's disengaged completely. And now all he has to do is just find the single hit to potentially take it, and it Zomba taking it 3-1, beating MPG at his own games on Zoner's Paradise Pokemon Stadium 2. Bro's the #1 seed for a reason. He's going into Grands winner side.